Right now, I'm just not sure I'd vote.
I'm sorry, sir, a little
I'm
louder.
not sure I'd vote right now for either one of them. If I had to, if the election were tomorrow, I'm just
Have you ever not voted before?
No, I hadn't. That's what pains me to say that. That's just where I'm at right now with both of them.
There was just one undecided voice who remained apprehensive even after last night's debate. Park Street Strategies asked 31 undecided voters in the battleground of North Carolina about their impressions after the debate. A majority, 23, believed Clinton won, but that didn't necessarily mean she won their votes. Only 10 said she moved the needle for them personally. Many more are still undecided after feeling like a lot of the questions remained unanswered.
I need to hear more. I need to know more.
Donald Trump skirted the questions.
More of just question dodging.
And he just got right off the subject, and he was spitting all over the place.
They try to redirect him all the time, and he just would continue to just bash her and didn't really go after her husband as well. So going after Bill over and over and over just kind of let me down a little bit.
Chris Kofinis moderated the focus group with Park Street Strategies. Again, Chris, nice to see you. We played that clip in the introduction there. Give me a sense. Did you really capture that sense of frustration among these nearly 36 still undecided voters?
It's something we've seen in all the focus groups we've done. What was interesting about last night is Secretary Clinton did well, and they were dial testing, the entire debate, and she had some really high moments, and Trump had some really low moments. And as you saw, she clearly won the debate, but voters are still really torn between these two because they have real doubts and concerns. And I think the mistake, in particular in last night's debate, that the Trump campaign is making is they think that the way they're going to somehow turn their fortunes around is by going more negative. And what you saw in the group, and we asked this before the debate even started, how many felt the race was too negative, how many felt the discussion was too negative, every hand goes up. So you may be rallying your base by going after Secretary Clinton in such a harsh way, but you're losing this critical block of voters.
So let me ask you about one. A lot of voters right now still wanted to see some contrition, right, following these new lewd comments from 2005 that came out about sexual assaults. Here's part of that exchange that you had.
With regards to the tape, I just felt he was being very dismissive, and he wasn't taking it as seriously as I would have liked him to have addressed it.
He didn't own up to it.
He's been bashing women for a long time, not only before in his previous life, so to speak, but now even as a candidate.
I mean, is this a defining issue?
It's a defining issue because it reinforces a pre-existing narrative about him. And that's why it's so damaging for Trump. What was interesting about, and we asked this again before the group started, folks obviously had heard about the tape.
Yeah.
They obviously had a negative reaction to it, especially the women. But they were open to giving him the benefit of the doubt in terms of they wanted to hear what he would say. And instead of confronting it in a contrite manner, being apologetic,
dissatisfied with his...
He made light of it, and he almost rationalized it.
One last moment here. This voter called Trump crass earlier, but explained why he may vote for Trump anyway. I want to get your take.
The reason what I said that I think he won the debate is because he's just being himself. The reason that I think that I will lean toward Trump now is because, precisely like everybody said, Hillary Clinton she's a politician. So I don't believe anything she says. My problem is credibility issue.
That's one of Trump's best assets right now, right? Is people that just simply don't like her.
So when we asked the group how many of them want change, every hand goes up. It is, I think, one of the frustrating thing for a lot of people when they look at this election is to try to figure it out. There's these conflicting dynamics. And the one dynamic you have is that people want dramatic change. They're not happy with the status quo.
More than 2/3 of Americans.
Exactly. And then on the other hand, they look at the two candidates. They're not satisfied, but they look at Trump. They're like, what kind of change are we going to get? And when he has these kind of comments that you've seen over the last few days being reported, it just scares them. And with Secretary Clinton, she's got the experience. They love her policy knowledge. They know that she's ready to do the job, but they need to hear more.
And for Trump, it reinforces the idea that it's a winning message change, but perhaps this isn't going to be a winning messenger, and we'll find out only 29 days from now.
What I would say is that Trump, I think, is making the mistake that saying that you shouldn't vote for Clinton is not a winning strategy. You've got to make the argument why they should vote for you, and he hasn't done that yet.